Yeah, streaming is live.
Okay. Okay, Shivali, you may start.
Okay, sir. Greetings to all the dignitaries and delegates present here. We are extremely overwhelmed to have each one of you to witness the inauguration of Vervecon. Vervecon is fully fledged with informative workshops, quiz competitions, and an extravagant
കറക്റ്റ്
symposium.
ആണ് സ്ട്രീം പോകുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഇപ്പൊ കറക്റ്റ്.
Can I start from the beginning?
Yeah, Shivali, start from the beginning.
Okay. Greetings to all the dignitaries and delegates present here. We are extremely overwhelmed to have each one of you to witness the inauguration of Vervecon. Vervecon is fully fledged with informative workshops, quiz competition, and an extravagant symposium to fire up the young woman's mind with competition and knowledge. It's only by being bold that you get anywhere. I take this opportunity to invite one of the bold and enlightened women, Professor Divya N.A., Women in Engineering Coordinator, Professional Lexicon, IEEE PLS Joint Chapter Kerala, and is working as an Assistant Professor at Government Engineering College, Trishur. I invite Professor Divya to welcome the gathering. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Shivali. A warm welcome to one and all to the virtual inaugural ceremony of Vervecon, yet another initiative of IEEE IE PLS Joint Chapter Kerala for Women in Engineering members. Joint Chapter Kerala has always been active in organizing a variety of programs for its professional and student community. Let me first welcome the president of today's function, Dr. Bijana Kunju, chair of Joint Chapter, who is an inspiration to all the activities of the chapter. Welcome you, ma'am, to this function. Next, let me welcome Chief Guest of the Day, Ms. Pooja Singh, IEEE IAS CMD Y Subcommittee Chair, for accepting our invitation to inaugurate today's function. Hearty welcome, Pooja, to this function. Let me welcome Dr. Mini Ulanath, Chair YE Kerala Section, for her presence to felicitate today's function. Hearty welcome to you, ma'am, to this function. Next, I would like to welcome Professor Biju K, Vice Chair, Joint Chapter Kerala, who is the dynamic person behind all the activities of this joint chapter. Sir, I welcome you to this function. I also welcome Dr. Vasindi, Secretary, Joint Chapter, and also all the professional Lexicon members, student Lexicon members, and all the participants who are watching and attending this program. Once again, a hearty welcome to one and all to this inaugural function. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for welcoming the gathering. Dr. Bijana K. has been a constant support, a good mentor, and a bold leader. She is one of the proactive members of our Professional Executive Committee, whose boundless encouragement and persistence made us achieve this milestone. Now, I take this humble opportunity to invite Professor Bijana K, Chair, IEEE IE PLS Joint Chapter Kerala, for the presidential address. Ma'am, please.
Good day to all those who are listening to us. Good evening to those who are from India. And good morning, our chief guest, Pooja.
Good morning.
It is indeed a great pleasure to have this program organized under the Joint Chapter. We have been conducting so many programs addressed either to the students or for meeting the demand of the young professionals. And this is for the first time we are specifically doing something considering our WIE, our V members. We have been very active with a lot of members. If you look at the membership statistics, we can see that 50% of the it is actually balanced. There is a complete gender balance also among the members in our joint chapter. So we wanted to do something for our we members specifically to increase the attraction of our younger women to move to the industry side. In fact, if we take it as a retrospective analysis, even those who you see, all three or four of us ladies who are there in this group itself, either as welcome speaker or the presidential speaker or the felicitator, the vote of thanks being given, all four of us are WE members, we are IAS members, and but all of us are from the academics. None of us are from the industry. Those who are actually in the industry, they are not seen quite so often to be part of the IEEE activities, except for our real
the participation is open only for women IAS members, and top 3 contestants would be selected to the next round. With the winners of the first round, a second round on common domain will be conducted, from which a final winner would be selected. The final phase is the symposium with sessions, panel discussions, etc. by the eminent women personalities, wrapping up for 3 hours. There will be a session on her life, which is an inspiring session having the speaker explain on how she was able to accomplish the person that she is now. Then a session on benefits of women in engineering and IEEE by a young professional member would be conducted. Thereafter, an insightful panel discussion would be conducted, having inspiring and bold women aboard with us. Last but not least, the winners of final round will be announced, thereby wrapping the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Laya, for the overview. Thank you, Laya, for the overview. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. I'm delighted to invite one of the courageous and bold women leader, Dr. Mini Alnath, Chair, Women in Engineering Affinity Group, IEEE Kerala section, for the felicitation address. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Shivali. Good evening to all from India and good morning to Pooja, our chief guest, Bijuna, Divya, Biju and all my IEEE colleagues and my dear students. A very good evening from me. I'm also in fact thrilled and excited when I heard the kind of programs you have packed for this Vervecon event. At this outset, let me congratulate the team behind the whole activity for coordinating and bringing out such an eventful series, I should say. And for the sake of our chief guest, WIE Kerala is one of the very vibrant community. We are having around 2,300 plus members with about 71 SB AGs. 5 new AGs were added this year. And around the year, we have activities and we find that our community is very, very active. But as Bijuna has already mentioned, somewhere up the pipeline, we are just missing them out. They're very smart during the introductory days. They're very smart during YP. But after some time, there is a total disappearance at all. And we are just finding it very difficult to find them out. That is our current challenge. So I wish wish you a very successful event, and I wish that our chief guest Dr. Pooja will be able to inspire our young girls to continue their activities even after their academic life into their industrial life and just bridge the gap where the disconnect we are finding it right now. And thank you once again for inviting me and wishing you all the best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words and supporting us. A confident woman, a woman who truly knows her worth and her power, is a force to be reckoned with. With great privilege, I introduce our chief guest of the day, Ms. Pooja Singh. She has been a very proactive volunteer throughout, putting her best foot forward for starting various initiatives for supporting women all around the world to attend the international leadership conferences and pursue their futures. She is undoubtedly very inspiring and a person to look upon. Without further ado, let's hear more from Ms. Pooja. With all due respect, I invite Ms. Pooja, IAS CMD Women in Engineering Subcommittee Chair, for inaugurating Vervecon through her adoring words. Ma'am, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It is my immense pleasure to be a part of it and be the chief guest. Thank you again. I've been volunteering for IEEE Women in Engineering for 2 years now, and it has been a journey for sure. I want to encourage all the women to go out there, because unless you step out of your comfort zone and start meeting people outside, listening to stories from other women who are successful in their sectors, it is very difficult for us to understand what we can do, even though we have the passion and skills inside us. But unless you find a purpose and a platform of encouragement, I think it is very difficult for us being women, because that is how we are raised. That is the society that we live in, which is, we are always taught that we are meant to be inside the house, do the household work, or even if you are academically very strong, that's what you are taught, that in the end, you just have to have kids and you have to take care of your family. I understand all those norms, and personally, I agree that we should be taking all those responsibilities, but we should not give up our professional development and career in front of that. It is very difficult to understand that unless you step out and actually see that you can balance both the things and be successful at both. And that is why I am very proud that I volunteer for this Women in Engineering group within our CMT committee, and I would like women to join it and get out there and see the opportunities that you have. I'm going to give a small presentation here about, can you guys see my screen?
Ma'am, not yet.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, ma'am, your screen is visible.
Okay. So a little bit about women in engineering. It is one of the world's leaders in changing the face of engineering. Our global network connects nearly 20,000 members in over 100 countries to advance women in technology at all points in their life and career. So you will see we have members who are students and who are professionals who have years and years of experience. So there is a lot that you can learn from all our members. We want to make lifelong friendships, acquire influential mentors, and make a difference for the benefit of humanity. Basically, just encourage women to go out and pursue their dreams. Our goal is to facilitate the recruitment and retention of women in technical disciplines. We envision a vibrant community of men and women collectively using their diverse talents to innovate for the benefit of humanity. And I would like to say here that you are doing a great job at that. Like, this initiative, starting the series itself is very impressive. And I just want to encourage the women to be part of it and make use of your talent and the platforms that are being provided, because people are putting in so much effort just to provide you that platform so you can know your worth. There have been international leadership summits, which provide regional opportunities to foster networking, mentorship, and collaboration, which is very, very, very important for a good professional life. That is how you're going to start. That is how I started. So I would totally encourage you to be a part of it. In 2019, as a part of Portfolio for Global Initiatives, which focuses on empowerment, entrepreneurship, leadership, and emerging future technology, our summits have been extremely successful and have made an outstanding impact on communities around the globe. Just a very basic thing, you can go to the IEEE Women in Engineering websites, and there are so many successful women who have posted videos and talked about their life stories, which are very encouraging personally to myself. So I would definitely encourage you to go out there on the platform and hear their stories. These are all the different places where the International Leadership Summits were held in 2019. I personally attended the one in Chicago. It was mostly focused on artificial intelligence. There were women from media and marketing and engineering, computer science engineers, electrical engineers from different sectors who were there, who talked about their struggles when they started. I was very impressed to hear their stories and how they overcame it. And I would personally say I have definitely used their experiences in my personal life just to get over the obstacles that I've had. I would encourage you to take part in these conferences, in these summits, just so you can go out there, meet more people. It is good for networking. It will definitely help you to land up with a job in the future of your choice, because you won't know what exists there and what your capabilities are unless you are exposed to the experiences from successful people from those industries. We had an initiative for providing the travel grant just so that we could support more and more women to be a part of it and get out there, talk to people, network, and personally enhance your professional and personal careers. The IAS chapter and membership department, our subcommittee provided travel support for IAS members only. One of the basic criteria was that we supported only women, even though males had also been applying for these grants, but this was specifically a platform for you to just get out there and not worry about money or planning and all those things. So we took care of all of that for you. We just expected you to go out there and talk to people, have experiences, and volunteer with us more and more so that we can expand our network and reach out to more women out there. We covered part of cost incurred by the recipient to attend a local leadership summit within their region, and everybody from around the world were encouraged to apply. We received a total of 89 applications for the grant, and it was very hard for us to decide who to support and who not to, because we wanted to do the most we could, but again, we had some restrictions, limited amount of money we could do, so we just tried to support as many women as possible, and that is why we were more focused on supporting women for these summits in your surrounding areas. So if you applied for a conference or summit in the United States, then it was not very likely that you would be picked from India for the same, because it was so far. But we are wanting to do that more and more so that wherever it is around the world, we can support you and you can just go out there. These were some of the pictures of the attendees that we supported. And then further initiatives are going to be very similar. We want to support more and more women to professionally develop themselves, get out there, talk to more and more people, network, and basically just use all these platforms that we are putting together and trying to provide you. Personally, for me, I was a computer science engineer. I worked in India for 3 years before I came here for my master's degree. I don't want to say anything bad, but in India, somehow it is male dominant in these industries, and you cannot get over that stereotype unless you take a step and you want to be a part of it. And you have to remove that thought from the back of your mind that, oh, he's a male member, he's going to get promoted first, or he earns more money than me, or he's meant to do this work while I'm just going to sit behind the screen. That is not how it works. You have to get over that fear and get out there, see what the opportunities are. That is why I decided to come to the States and just have an idea of how professional things work here. I did my master's in project management, business administration and project management. So I'm basically doing business intelligence and data analytics for an investment firm right now, and I absolutely love it. But again, I go back to the same thing that I wouldn't be here if I did not get over that fear and encourage myself to get out there and have these experiences. It was difficult for sure initially because my entire family is in India. I was here by myself. I did not know anyone, but I just had that professional career driving me all the way. And I'm so glad I made that decision. And that's why I am where I am. And that is why I volunteered for this Women in Engineering group within the CMD, just so that we can provide that platform to more and more women and see them being successful in their lives. That's basically it that I want to talk about, but I am more than happy to answer your questions, have personal conversations with you, talk about my life struggles more in detail, and talk about your struggles and tell you how I would get over it. I don't consider myself like great or like a strong professional, but I'm getting there. I'm learning every day, and I would encourage you to do the same. Thank you. And again, I am very, very, very thankful for you to invite me here, and it's my pleasure to be a part. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for spending your valuable time with us. Your words were definitely a source of encouragement and inspiration for each girl out there. So here's a small token of love from our side for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Once again, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Minnie, ma'am, we are very overwhelmed to have you with us. So here's a small token of love from our side for you also.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Vasanti V, the Secretary of IEEE PLS Joint Chapter Kerala, who is guiding us throughout the journey and giving us all the support. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. With all due respect, I welcome Dr. Vasanti V, the Secretary of IEEE PLS Joint Chapter Kerala, for expressing our gratitude towards the dignitaries and delegates who are present here. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Shivali. Good evening, all, and good morning, Pooja ma'am. We are very happy that an event of this type has been inaugurated just now. Let me come to my duty directly. I express sincere gratitude to Ms. Pooja Singh, IEEE CMD Coordinator, who spent her valuable time with us, being the chief guest for today's program and enlightened us with informative words. Thank you, ma'am. Now I thank our president of this program, Dr. Bijina Kunchu, who is continuously supporting us in all the events of Joint Chapter. Actually, she is a source of inspiration to all of us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I express sincere thanks to Minnie ma'am, who is very vibrant, doing all the programs related to V and also a continuous support to joint chapter. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Asmi.
Now I thank our Vice Chair, Professor Biju, who is the backbone of all the activities of joint chapter. Thank you, sir. I extend sincere thanks to Divya, all the professional Exicom members, all the student Exicom members, and also all the participants of this program. Thank you. And I wish all the best to the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful support and guidance throughout the event. Last but not the least, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time and patience. We are extremely privileged to have you all here today for Vervecon of IEEE IAIE TLS Joint Chapter Kerala. I would like to express our sincere gratitude once again to our chief guest and all the dignitaries and the viewers for making this inaugural ceremony a grand success and a memorable one. As a reminder, the first event, which is a workshop on deep learning using TensorFlow, will be conducted on 13th September from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. By participating in any competition, you will either win or learn. I wish everyone for having great learnings and winnings from this event. Signing off till we meet the next time. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.